Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good weekend or start of your week, depending on you when you're watching this. The dust is only just settling down on the Charlton game, and we've got to look to the first of two away games this coming week. The first of which is where West Ham travel to the South Coast this Tuesday night to take on Southampton in the Carabao Cup second round under the lights, 7:45 kickoff live on Sky Sports Plus in the UK. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter. They're supporting a hell of a lot of food banks, guys, and have been since COVID. So go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. And if you want to purchase a very nice t-shirt for the channel, then have a look at the animation that's up here as well, and you'll be able to go down in the link in the description below. Use the code OLAS between now and the end of deadline day for basically the 1st of September for 10% off all items purchased. Okay, so let's talk about the officials. The referee for this game is Ruben Ricardo. The assistants are George Byrne and Bradley Hall, and the fourth official is Alan Dale. Now, guys, as you may or may not remember, we haven't played the Saints in the League Cup for over 30 years. October 1995 is the last time we played them, and we all remember the 1-1 draw the season before last at home in the league when they got relegated. Now, in relation to some of the players that are playing for Southampton, former West Ham Academy graduate Divine Mbamba is at the Saints on loan from Man City for the season, and of course we also remember former Hammer Flynn Downs. Now, obviously, he's been at the Saints for a good couple of seasons. Was it 3 seasons? This is going to be his 3rd season now. But yeah, it would be nice to welcome those guys into the fray, shall we? But that's it. Once kickoff happens, it looks like Mubama is actually playing quite well for the Saints, so fair play to him. Now, in relation to the preferred manager formation for Southampton, Tonda Eckhart, like everybody else at the moment, it's getting so boring. Everybody seems to be liking, and himself included, as well as Nuno, the 4-2-3-1. So, as I always say, and as I said in the podcast about Charlton, and as I always say, if you're coming up against a 4-2-3-1, play a 4-3-3 or a 4-5-1 or 4-4-2, anything but that stupid fucking formation, because it just doesn't work. West Ham can't. If West Ham set up in a 4-2-3-1, we can't beat a 4-2-3-1 side. It's as simple as that. Okay, guys, so this section onwards is only exclusively, up until the starting 11, is only exclusive for Patrons, where we're going to be talking about the opposition in more detail. Their playing styles, their injuries, their players to look out for, West Ham injuries as well for that matter. So if you want to become a Patreon, links in the description below. £2.50 for the basic level, which has a 7 days free trial in there, or £3.50 for the extra tier on top of that, which gets you extra discount codes. All the information is explained on Patreon, so make sure you want, if you want to get the full updates, then by all means please do become a Patreon. It's really cheap, guys, genuinely less than a cup of coffee, quite frankly. But let's get back to it. Right, so let's have a bit of a recap of the start of the Charlton game first and foremost. I thought I'd leave this before we start talking about the starting 11, because for anybody that didn't listen to the podcast, and there's been quite a few that haven't, unacceptable play. This has come at the right time to make changes. It genuinely has come at the right time as far as we're concerned to make changes, because at the end of the day, guys, as I say, some of those players are just unacceptable, and from what I'm seeing from social media in certain parts, I'm not the only one that is thinking this. I'm not looking to single him out in any shape or form, but we do have to have a different left back. I love Skulls. I really do think he is a good player, but he is no longer the default left back, as Veltman can play over in the left back, the right back, both central defensive positions, as we talked about on the Patreon player analysis video. It looks like Diouf has been acting up in training over the last week or so. AKA so has Alvarez as well, for that matter. Both of them are trying to rule themselves out between now and the end of the transfer window. So hopefully both can fuck off as soon as possible. You know, there's going to be a video coming up on Tuesday as well, for that matter, just before the Southampton game in the morning, where we're basically going to be talking about my concerns and what we need to have. Because as of Tuesday morning, we've got 7 days to bring in what I feel is half the squad, and we'll go into that in another video, as I say, in the next couple of days. But guys, in the meantime, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know the starting 11 that you would put out if you were Nuno. Not trying to predict exactly what he would do, what you would do if you were Nuno. But this is the starting 11. And as I say, this is the starting 11 that I would put out. And as I say, that I want to make a lot of changes in this one. Areola in goal, with a back four of Walker, Peters, Mayers, Casey and Veltman. Orford in the defensive midfield positions, with Mukasa and Engels in front of him in midfield, with La Madrid and Bowen out on the wing supporting Pirro up front. So thank you very much for your time, guys. Like, share and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. By all means, please do give me your thoughts on what you think the score prediction is going to be. Is this one game too early for Nuno, or is it one game too late for Nuno? I know a lot of people are losing their patience with him, myself included, because we're coming up to having 12 months of this nonsense now. But at the same point, we need to be a consistent fan base and a consistent team as well at the same point. But in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves, take care, and I will see you very, very soon. All the best now.